everyone. So we are going to finish part 2 of this DIY for the Harry Potter Philosophy Orb with the stand. I had finished it, but there was a lot of background noise and I couldn't dub over it, so I had to start again. So I'm not going to go through every single step, but I will list it. Here is what the stand looks like with the 2 snake heads and body. And then there's the label. And I had to do it like that because if I try to do the 4 that's on there, there wouldn't have been room, as you can see. So, luckily, I did get a second one, so I'm able to redo the steps without emptying out the original one. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and let's get to it. You're going to need to get your orb and unscrew it. Place the orb in a base to give it stability. Take the cotton and start tearing it so you get this puffy look. You're going to repeat this multiple times. Place an orb. Have it fill the orb up all the way with the cotton, because when you start adding the water, the cotton is going to shrink inside the orb. Make sure when you're doing this, you're not just doing small, skinny ones. This is supposed to represent smoke, your memories. You're going to stuff it in. As you can see, it's starting to get full, but it's not there yet. Alright, I have stuffed this full with the cotton. Now I am going to be taking the cotton out before the next step. Alright, now you're going to start taking and adding whatever amount of glitter you want. Now, for me, I use this brush to get it up on the sides so that I could evenly disperse it throughout as much as possible. Now I am going to take this cotton and I'm going to put it back into the orb. If you look at it, you can see that the glitter is evenly dispersed and looking good. This is my food coloring for baking. I have decided to go with this beautiful teal color right here. Now take the container with the pre-measured amount of water from the orb and start adding the drops of food coloring for the desired shade. Now for me, I am using 1 drop of black and 1 drop of blue. As you do this, I think it's kind of interesting to see how the food coloring reacts in just plain water. It kind of looks really pretty. Now it is time to stir. So grab that spoon and around it goes. So the water is going to be a lot darker blue than what you want it to be. But please remember that this has no white in it. It will get lighter when you put it in with the cotton. So please just trust me, it's going to work. Now, if you want to, you can add more glitter to the cotton before you start adding the water into your orb. I personally think that you can never have enough bling, so I added more. Now it is time to slowly pour your water into the orb so that it doesn't spill. For this next part, you are going to be losing some of the water, so it is important to have a container underneath to be able to catch it. I am just making sure that I can get a tight seal before I go on to the next step. Now I am taking the brush on the other end to stir the glitter with the cotton and the colored water. I'm not very happy with how dark the water still is, so we're going to fix that. I'm going to slowly add some additional water to help lighten the color. So I am looking to see if I have any big air pockets in the orb. Small ones are perfectly fine. It helps with the movement. So this is usually where I see a lot of other DIYs stop, where they just put the base on and they call it good. But I really wanted to try to do something different and give it a more of a unique me factor. So I really am excited, and I really hope that you like what I added to my DIY to make it be for me. So here we go. So my whole thought was to put the light in between the water stopper and the base that you screw on, but I'm going to find out that the light is going to be pressing on that water stopper and it's not going to have a tight seal, so I'm going to have to redo it. So at this point, I still don't know that the lid is not going to work with how I have the LED light. Oh, there I go. So now in my mind, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fix this. So let's see what I do. So this part, I am undoing the lid, taking out the LED along with the water stopper. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see what I do next, but I'm going to take the battery and I'm turning it on, and I'm going to put the battery in the water with the cotton around it, and I'm putting the water stopper back in place, and I'm screwing on the new base. So now that everything is done, here is the image of the base that I had made along with the two snake bodies that I made and I spray painted. And you can see that the orb fits in there perfectly, and it ties in perfectly with the gold from the snake and the gold of the body. It looks like it might be like floating on the base of the body of the snake, or at least it does for me. Anyways, this is where I get to first show you my little addition onto this DIY. Um, so it's kind of bright in the room and you can't really see it, but it is going through different colors. And I really like that you're able to change them. So anyways, I really hope you guys love this DIY. I loved making it. Thank you. And I'll add some more videos. Thank you.